So I was, of course, on a post made by one of my absolute favorites, Young Pharaoh. He is one of my absolute favorites, and I have no shame in my game in admitting that. That is my galactic brother. I know it to be fact. And he posted about Jesus and things and the spiritual bondage that many of us melanated people in, and the comments are just on fleek. So this brother he was trying to debate me and say, well, it says you are gods, but it's a lowercase g. Really? For real? For real? Demigods, big G gods, little G gods, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We are gods, nigga. We are gods. Get over it, And I told him, I was like, you can't teach this stuff to people. You can't tell people to understand, to overstand and realize and come into acceptance of this knowledge, of the knowledge of truth. You cannot make people wake up to this. You can't wake people up. It doesn't matter how much debating, and that's why I told him, I was like, there is no debate. I'm not going to debate with you. I cannot debate with you. There's no debate. The people that are ready to see, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Many of you aren't ready. You're not ready to accept the fact that you are the one creating this reality. You're not ready to accept the fact that your thoughts create your world. As you think, so you are. You are externalizing your power. And you will continue to externalize your power until you wake up from the dream. And until you wake up from the programming, you will still be a slave. I don't care what label you put on yourself. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, so the fuck what? So what? The Israelites were in the wilderness for 400 years going in circle and stayed in spiritual bondage because they wanted to cling to some label or some group. No, because they kept externalizing their power. Y'all are doing the same thing they did in that book. That book is talking about you. It points you back to you. You are the resurrection and the life. Once you wake the fuck up, once you have your rebirth, your resurrection through the 33 vertebrae of your spine, reaching up to your pineal gland, and then it is decalcified and you are able to see. You can't teach this shit to people. You cannot teach it. 33 vertebrae of your spine. Jesus died at age 33. They put that in there and made sure that detail was put in that book because of the metaphysical reasoning behind it. There's 33 vertebrae of your spine. You go through a death when you come into this awakening. And that's why he said you must be born again, not through flesh and of water, but through the heart, the mind, the consciousness. You're so close, but yet so far away. Until you stop externalizing your power, you are made in the image and likeness of God. So what the fuck does that make you? Oh, it's a little g. So the fuck what? Little g, big G, demigods, whatever you want to call it, nigga, you God. You are the God of your reality. And the reason why y'all, I'm not going to say we, because I'm not in that shit anymore. The mothership is taking off, baby. It's taking off. It's taking off. Many of you are waiting for someone to come and crack the sky for you. And you're just like, oh, people are going to be left behind. But you don't realize you're already left behind. You are. In your consciousness. It's a consciousness, my people. It's consciousness. It's mind. All is mind. All is thought. All is vibration. In the beginning was the word, logos. Okay? The word broken down is vibration. You speak from what you think. You think from what you feel. And through that comes reality. Everything in this physical world is manifested twice. First in the mind through thought, then in physical reality. All is mind. As you think, so you are. You are God. You are the God of your reality. You are the centerpiece of your existence. Everything in your life flows from your mind. Guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life. Is it talking about your physical heart? No, it's talking about your mind. Guard your mind, guard your spirit, guard your consciousness, because out of this, out of your mind, out of your consciousness, out of your spirit comes life. Inspiration means in spirit. You're inspired to do something because it's coming from your spirit. It's coming from you. Ye are gods. There is nothing outside of you doing this to you. There is the Most High, the universe, the one that is the all, okay? The all, and we are fractal pieces and extensions of the all, having this human experience in variations of different forms. I mean, it's right there. It's like, man, it's right in front of us. It's right in front of us, but so close, but yet so far away. See, and then people hear this and then they're like ready. Well, who do I pray to? Who do I accept? What do I do to come into this knowledge? You can't, there's nothing for you to do. You don't do anything. You get still. Get still. Be still and know that I am God. I am God. I am that I am. There is no other outside of me. It's me creating all of this for myself, through myself, by myself. We go through tests and we go through obstacles, which are actually opportunities to grow, because it's a part of our soul expansion. God wants to learn. God wanted to experience. God wanted to have this experience of thinking that it's human and thinking that it's less, and then remembering, I am God. That's the purpose of life. That is the resurrection and the life. It's not this white man. It's not this white man in the sky. No, it's you. It's you. You are the resurrection and the life. Once you wake the fuck up, once you realize who you are, do you know how empowering that is? And do you know what will happen to the melanated mind, to the melanated community, when we all come into this knowledge of truth, of who it is that we are? The reason why we're in bondage and at the bottom is because we forgot who we are, and we allowed the oppressors to tell us who our God is. They pimped us out of our own power and created these other forms of externalization in order to keep us in this illusion. And while they're doing that, they're stripping us and raping us and pillaging us and literally taking us from our identity. See, the oppressors knew. They knew. We can take their language. We can take their land. But once we take their spirituality, once we take their consciousness, then we have them. From generations to generations to generations. And we see this. Mostly all black people were raised in the church. We all know that Bible. We all got a Bible in our house. We've all had grandparents that got that picture of the white Jesus hanging up on the ceiling, hanging up on the wall. We've all been programmed. We were all born into sin and shaped by iniquity, born into the matrix, born into the programming. And the way to be transformed is through renewing our minds. Get your mind back. What is sin? What is sin? Sin is separation from source, separation from truth. That is sin. And that leads to your death. That leads to your destruction because you don't know who you are. You are in sin when you are externalizing your power and giving it to this white man in the sky. You are in sin. That's the programming. You've been shaped. You've been molded. You've been grafted by the programming that the oppressor created to keep you in bondage. This is a part of the game. This is a part of the game. It's a part of the game. And you can't teach this to people. People have to see it on their own. But if you know, then you know. When you know, you know. When you have the eye to see, you will see. See, and what is sin? What is sin? Sin is separation from truth, separation from source, separation from God, which is yourself. So this is why you go out and you do stupid ass shit. You kill your brother, you steal from your brother, you hate, you do all that shit. It's because you've lost your identity. You don't know who you are. See, when you know that you are God, you're able to identify the God in those around you. See, the divinity in me, the divine in me honors and respect the divine in you. But see, you're not able to do that when you've lost your identity. You don't know who you are. Ye are gods. But niggas unfortunately like to stay asleep. Y'all love y'all sleep. Y'all love y'all slumber. Y'all love it. Y'all love it. Let me tell y'all something. The white people know. Orc beings, they know. There's this post that went viral from some Becky girl, and she was saying, yeah, my parents told me years ago that Jesus doesn't exist. It was created because the black people are actually the gods. A white girl was saying this. A Becky. And guess what? There was niggas still mad at Becky for saying the truth. Becky's literally flat out saying black people are the gods, and the white people and these people created Christianity and gave them a white Jesus to strip them of their power. A white woman is telling y'all this, and y'all want to fight. Y'all still don't want to believe it. Niggas love they sleep. Y'all love y'all slumber. Y'all love it, and you love it because you love the illusion. It's easier to believe a beautiful lie than to accept a painful truth. You love the illusion because once you wake up from the illusion and you realize that ye are gods, you now have to take responsibility. Now you are accountable to you. See? When you get yourself in a muddy, ugly situation, you can't turn to this white man in the sky. You're going to have to manifest the solution from within yourself. You're going to have to affirm yourself. Speak yourself into your victory. You're going to have to affirm and think yourself into success. You're going to have to manifest it from within. Not rely on this white man in the sky. You are God. You better rise up, yeah.